Okay, in this lesson, we're going to look at proportional relationships. Okay, they're already telling us these are proportional. Okay, we're going to look at them with graphs, data tables, and finding some other information about them. Okay, so let's do problem one. A eucalyptus tree grows 6 inches a year. Okay, so for the data table, okay, 0 years, it's 0 inches tall. Okay, after a year goes by, it's grown 6 inches, so it would be 6 inches tall. Okay, after a second year goes by, it's grown another 6 inches. So altogether, it's 12 inches tall. We keep adding 6. After 3 years, it's 18 inches tall. And after 4 years, it's 24 inches tall. Okay, so now they're asking for the constant of proportionality and the unit rate. Now this is proportional, right? You don't have to worry about proving that it's proportional. So all I'm going to do to find the unit rate, I'm going to take an easy set of numbers, and I'm going to take the y divided by the x, the 6 divided by the 1. Okay, that gives me a constant of proportionality of 6. If I wanted to think of labels, okay, 6 is inches, 1 is years, so 6 inches divided by 1 year would be 6 inches per year. Okay, so 6 is my constant of proportionality, and 6 inches per year is my unit rate. Okay, constant of proportionality, 6. Unit rate is 6 inches per year. Okay, so let's look at the graph. Okay, we're going to take the data and put it on the graph. Okay, 0 years, 0 inches. Okay, do notice the y-axis I counted by 3s. Okay, the x-axis is just counting by 1s, but the y-axis is counting by 3s. So for 0 years, 0 inches, we're going to put a point at 0.00. 1 year, 6 inches. So 1 is the x-coordinate, 6 is the y-coordinate. We're going to go over to 1 year, up to 6 inches. Lost it. Okay, 2 years, 12 inches. Okay, over to 2 years, up to 12 inches. Okay, 318. So over to 3 years, up to 18. And then 424, over to 4 years, up to 24 inches. Okay, so there's our line, or there's our points on the line. Now you could go to the menu, the tool menu up above where it says select line. Okay, click that. And then you could actually draw a line. Okay, so there's our proportional line. Remember, a line's proportional if it goes through 0, 0 and it's straight. Okay, well, it's going through 0, 0 and it's a straight line, so it's proportional. Okay, to find the slope with labels. Okay, slope is rise over run. Okay, just pick any 2 points. Rise over run. You just got to be a little bit careful that the y-axis is counting by 3s. Okay, so when you rise, you're not really going up 2 inches. You're really going up 3 and 3. You're going up 6 inches. And then when you run, you're going over 1 year. See what I'm doing? I'm just looking at the y-axis label when I rise, and I'm looking at the x-axis label when I run. It just makes it easier to put labels with it. So I'm going up 6 inches and I'm going over 1 year. So my slope is rise over run, 6 inches over 1 year, 6 inches a year. Okay, so my slope, my rise is 6 inches. I know we didn't use labels when we did slope, but I'm just trying to have you stick them on. The rise is 6 inches. The run is 1 year. So when you take rise divided by run, you take 6 divided by 1 is 6. So it's going to be 6 inches per year. Okay, my equation. Okay, remember y equals mx plus b. The number at the end is the y-intercept, okay, which is 0, because it's crossing the y-axis at 0. So your equation would be y equals slope, which is 6, y equals slope x plus 0. So y equals 6x would be the equation. I want you to look at that, think about that just for a second. Let's go back to that data table. Okay, we said the equation is y equals 6x. Think of it this way for a minute. These are your x's. These are your y's. Look at this for a minute. If I take 6 times my x value of 2, I get a y value of 12. If I take 6 times my x value of 3, I get my y value of 18. If I take 6 times my x value of 4, I get my y value of 24. Or in other words, 6 times my x value always gives me my y value. I just rearranged it. Y equals 6x. Okay, last problem. How many years have gone by when the tree is 66 inches tall? A couple ways you could do this. I don't know how you want to do it, but I would probably go back to the data table. I know that my x value is always multiplied by 6 to get my y value. Okay, kind of what we talked about before. The x value is always multiplied by 6. Well, if I go backwards, if I have my inches and I want my years, I'm going to divide by 6. Okay, so if I'm given 66 inches, that's a number on my right side. I would divide by 6 to get my x value of 11 years. So after 11 years, it will be 66 inches tall. And again, there's many ways to come up with that answer. That's just probably the most common way people would do that. So it would take 11 years for that tree to be 66 inches tall. I mean, you could also just keep following the data, count 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 down the left side of the data table, keep adding 6 to the right side of the data table, and you would eventually end up with 66 on the right, and 11 would be there on the left. Okay, do your best on these. We're going to be working on these for quite a while. I think you'll start getting used to them. This is pretty new to you right now, but just keep me posted.